Hi everybody, I'm Daphne Rubin-Vega and this is Luca, and we are at our home upstate New York, and I'm going to pick up the phone and call Adam, Pascal and Anthony Rapp so we can decide and discuss who is the worthy winner of the last performance of Rent.
Hi, Daphne.
Hey, honey, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you, sweetie?
Good, good, very good. The landscapers just came in, so I'm afraid they're going to make a lot of noise, but that's all good. I'll just get off camera and yell at them.
Okay, well, I'm here with my dogs.
Hey,
and,
okay, and I'm here with my son.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm here with my cameraman.
Oh, okay. And Anthony's there with his camera.
And your hand.
That's right.
So, guys, what do you think about this? First of all, I got to say that I've been pretty thick-skinned about Rent, but I'm getting a little verklempt about the fact that
that it's closing?
Well, yeah, but we've been really, really blessed, and watching these videos has kind of just kicked it all up for me more, because, you know, you got to move on and stuff, but I'm thinking, wow, it's really changed people's lives.
I know.
I mean, like...
I know. Well, every time I sort of forget about that fact and take it for granted, and then you watch these videos and you see how it has changed people's lives, it really does. It takes me back to when we opened the show,
right.
and you know, just literally watched it changing people's lives in the
and
moment.
it continues to do that.
Yeah.
And
What's wild for me watching these videos is the number of people who still haven't seen it on stage and yet still have such an incredible relationship with it.
well,
I know.
That brings me to, you know, this girl Lissa. I mean, did you see the videos? It was like you want to, you know, it's sort of like an addiction. Some people watch it a bazillion times, and you know, that's amazing. But it's like they've got it. They've been touched. They've been moved, and they can pass it on or whatever it is.
This is the girl who made the necklaces? Is that the girl you're talking about?
Yes, yeah.
The one who made all the necklaces, the angel necklaces?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. It just really impacted. To me, I think that, you know, it's pretty. I am the face of Rent is like, you know, a strong statement, and I totally got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing for people to say, and they've certainly said it a lot over the years, that Rent has changed my life, Rent has changed this and that. But then when you actually see people talking specifically about losing a parent or losing a best friend, or, you know, like actually dealing with the death of a loved one, and how the music of the show actually helped them through that. I mean, that's you know, you can't argue with that. I mean, that's unbelievable. I'm so honored to have been part of something that had that type of impact on people.
Well, I'm glad to hear you guys responded to her, because you know, I thought, you know, I've lost my mom, and so anytime I see anything like that, I automatically directly identify with it. But I'm glad that it touched you too. That I wasn't just you know, that it wasn't just automatic for me, because I think like it's knee jerk for me to feel that way.
Right. I also was really impressed with the guy who got involved with Marfan syndrome.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was amazing. That, I mean, because talk about something that's like a very
Jonathan Martin.
Yes, Jonathan, right. You know, I mean, that certainly is a subject that most people don't know anything about, as did, you know, we, before Jonathan died of it. Right. So, you know, I think it's amazing that this situation inspired him to, you know, get involved in that and get the word out about, you know, and I mean, he's directly saving lives again, you know, due to this show.
Yeah.
They're all kind of worthy. Even I don't know how I would create something that said I really deserve and want to be in the show. I mean, the guy, I think his name is Will.
Yeah,
The black guy at the end, I thought, oh my God. I mean, for me, the criteria was somebody who hasn't seen it. Of course, there's the Rent junkies, and you know, they're going to need rehab. But somebody who hasn't gone to see Rent, and so that narrowed it down for me. And he just, it was simple. I mean, because I really...
Yeah, I mean, well, I agree with you. I mean, it was very simple and very touching, and you know,
and sad.
He wasn't, and sad.
Yeah.
And so there was something very moving about his video. I totally agree. You know,
Yeah.
I thought the first girl was very funny.
The first girl was there.
And she enlisted her. I think that was her dad. You know, at the table, like every
Yes.
night.
Yeah,
Like that's fun,
you know, and the funny thing is I'm sure that that's true.
Yes, yes.
Did you guys have a particular? I mean, do you have a favorite? Do you have a particular favorite?
Yeah, I got to go with Lissa.
Yeah.
With
Lissa
Alyssa?
LaFleur from Austin, Texas.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Ant?
No, I mean the two that I starred the top for me were Alyssa and Will. And,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I feel like well, A, because they haven't seen it, but also because they are the people that Jonathan wanted the story to be about and for.
Of course.
You
Well,
know,
yeah,
and-
to represent.
I very much agree with the fact that you know it should be somebody who hasn't seen the show, because seeing the show you emotionally you get wrapped up in something in addition to the material. You know,
Yeah.
it's about the experience of going. It's about being in the theater. It's about, you know, seeing live theater in general. You know, creates emotion in you, and these are people that have purely been moved by the words and the music and nothing else.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and you know that speaks volumes about Jonathan's work.
Right.
You know what's interesting? I actually watched the tape, I watched the videos with a friend of mine who has not seen Rent. I mean, he's somewhat familiar with it, but we were hanging out.
Anthony,
and I was
you
like,
have a
"Gee,
friend that hasn't seen Rent?
I have a friend who hasn't seen Rent.
Are you picking up random children off the street?
See what happens? But he was also most impressed by Alyssa and Will, and he hasn't even seen the show.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting.
I think it's kind of a.
It's a tough call. It really is. I wish there was some way we could bring them both.
Can we call JetBlue?
JetBlue.
Hey, JetBlue.
JetBlue,
Yeah.
bring them both.
I'm officially giving Will my ticket.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I would love to donate my ticket to Will if that's possible. So,
You're my hero, Adam.
oh, thanks.
You're
Dad.
my hero.
I just wanted to give an extra special goofball, deeply weird honorable mention to Diego and his friend. Who did the-
Yes.
Yeah, they were great. Very
They
fun.
were very great. Diego, honorable mention
was
to
great.
Diego.
Yeah.
And you know,
I
we
think
didn't mention the Emily Pinero with her. It got a little long, but it was cute. It was.
I liked when they were on the stairs. They inched towards each other.
Oh, they were singing "I'll Cover You." Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice to see two little white girls singing Jesse's voice and Wilson's voice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks everybody for checking this out, and we'll see you. Anthony and I will see you on the tour, and we want to thank Alyssa. Alyssa, you're the big winner, honey. So we're
Yay.
gonna show up. We're gonna show up at your house and paint it pink, like they did in the old days of MTV. And we are going to hopefully maybe try and get Will in. Will, you can have my ticket. It's all
Yeah.
yours, my friend.
Will and Alyssa.
I want to say goodbye to Anthony and Daphne. I love you guys, and I'll see you
Love you
soon.
too.
I love you back. Love to the family.
Okay,
Okay.
bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye. Say bye.